Hey guys, today we're going to be just debating about the Super Bowl with gameplay playing in the back, so that way it's just not our boring, typical intro, the whole freaking video. So, for a quick recap, me and Cameron are both rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. So, all of this is biased opinions, but we are still going to be debating about things that the Buccaneers could bring to the table. Cameron, do you want to go ahead and start off the debate for us?
Yeah. Okay. Since I'm experienced with football, I think Chiefs are gonna win. If you watch the highlights of the Bills, when they versus Bills, their defense was crazy. They destroyed their line. But they're both really good. They're both really good quarterbacks. I got respect for Tom Brady too, but she's gonna win. But when Tom Brady didn't sign his contract to get on the team because he wanted to see what his choices were, he got the Buccaneers, as everybody knows. And Buccaneers
I think that might have been the smartest decision of his career.
But
I don't know.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were nothing. They lost everything. They were bad until Tom Brady came in, and look where they're at now. They're at the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. The Chiefs just won Super Bowl 54, won that, and now they're at Super Bowl 55. But I think the Chiefs are gonna win. They got Tyreek Hill, Kelsey. They got a whole bunch of good people.
But hold on. Tom Brady has I'm not even gonna say Tom Brady. The Buccaneers have a play style that Tom Brady is used to, and that is where he thrives. And that's where I think I know I'm supposed to be rooting for the Chiefs. By the way, I'm gonna put this as a perspective, like I'm rooting for the Buccaneers, so that way there is a debate. But Tom Brady has played the same play style his whole career, and that is what he feels confident in. This is the reason why he has won 6 Super Bowls in the past, and this is the reason why he is going to another Super Bowl, because he is in the same environment that he was on the Patriots. Different people, same play style, and he thrives on that. And it's just gonna a good combination for the Super Bowl. Me personally, Buccaneers, great squad. Possible score 38-34, Buccaneers win.
Alright, that's my turn. I think Buccaneers might have a chance, but I'm going for Chiefs. They got a way better chance. Buccaneers versus the Green Bay Packers. That was okay. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is getting tired. Well, he's not retiring. He's just
He has a chance.
But I've heard Tom Brady did say if he wins the Super Bowl, he might retire. He considers it. Tom Brady is about to go down in history of how good he is. All the Super Bowl rings. Steelers I think they got 5 or 6 Super Bowl rings. Tom Brady has 6. He's about to have 7 if he wins, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We got Mike Evans, good people. You know. Patrick Mahomes, great power. He's know what he's playing with. He got a great he's got a great combine with Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, his players. He's really good. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes is 25. Tom Brady is 43. Tom Brady is not as fast as Patrick Mahomes. And what you said about that, Rowan, I think that Tom Brady, well, he hasn't played the same play style. Rowan, when he was on the Patriots, different people, different style. It's still the same game. They just had different plays as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if you didn't know that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I had the understanding of. Like, the Buccaneers had a very similar play style to the Patriots, from what I've seen. Like, I've seen Tom Brady, like, I watch ESPN every single day. I've gotten informed about football stuff. I normally did not watch football stuff, but this is some of the coolest stuff to talk about. Because it's just
I'm gonna talk for about a minute or two in knowledge talk. Personally, Tom Brady is a good player. He's okay at running. He's good at throwing. He has this mindset on what he's doing. And so is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is so good. He's gonna lead the Chiefs to so many Super Bowls. When Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady had a conference together,
they both had respect for each other.
They both had respect for each other. Tom Brady said he has a bright future. I'm like that. Well, yeah.
This stuff probably is true. But something we have to think about in this football world, Cameron, is that injuries ruin careers in this league. And it's the same in every sport. I was watching basketball with my dad in 2016, 2017. Gordon Hayward was supposed to save the Celtics and bring them to a championship. The game he debuted on them, he broke his leg, and now he is one of, to be considered...
How did he break his leg?
LeBron tried to block him, and he landed in a weird angle, and his leg was trapped under his other leg. And before he knew it, he landed, and his leg was shattered.
Oh.
And he was supposed to be the savior of the Celtics, and I'm like, okay, I'm not a Celtics fan, I'm a Lakers fan, but this guy is going to save them and bring them to a championship. Win or lose, they're going to a championship. And the first play, no, not the first play, third or fourth play, he ran, broken leg, career basically ended. He's still in the league, but he can't shoot how he used to, he can't dribble how he used to. He's still a decent player, but same thing can happen with anybody. Like, let's think about this. What if that happened with Tom Brady? Tom Brady goes to the Buccaneers from the Patriots. He's supposed to save the Buccaneers, and he shatters his leg on the fourth play he gets to play. That changes the whole situation in the Super Bowl. That changes who is facing the Kansas City Chiefs. And if Patrick Mahomes...
Because they have to bring... Hold on. They have to bring back their backup quarterback. If Tom Brady... I don't think Tom Brady is going to get hurt, personally, in my opinion. Just because they've got good offense, defense. Well, they got a good offense lineman. And I don't think he's going to hurt. There's... What I've seen, there isn't very much injuries in our Super Bowl.
I'm just saying in the future, though. I'm just saying in the future. Patrick Mahomes, great player, savior of a team, which is the Chiefs, who were already a decent team, but weren't championship contenders, and they had a missing piece. That was the quarterback. They get Patrick Mahomes. He leads them to a championship in his second career, and now we've seen this in his third career. Say he gets traded to go save another team, he gets sick and tired of being a Chief, and he wants to go win a championship with another team, kind of like how Tom Brady did. He wanted to see his decisions on where he could go to see if he can win a championship with another team. He has not proven that he can do that. It looks likely. But say Patrick Mahomes gets injured, his career is not the same ever again. What does that put on him ever going back to the Chiefs, and what would that put on the Chiefs ever winning a championship again?
Well, injuries don't happen often in football. There are most injuries, but not very often. But what you're talking about is, there's injuries. There's really nothing to talk about injuries. But Tyreek Hill, his wide receiver, he is the fastest player in NFL history, or right now, in NFL league.
Currently, he's the fastest. Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes is like one of the best. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks. Not typically history, but in the league right now. But got good respect for Tom Brady. Then he knows his play style. He knows what to do. Patrick Mahomes knows what to do. Good eyesight. Really good. His arm is amazing, like mine. He knows what he's doing. How about you, Rowan?
Alright, so the reason this is going to be one of the best Super Bowls this league has ever seen, I've heard a lot about old school versus new school. And it's the same way with their play styles. Tom Brady is your typical quarterback. He runs, he passes sometimes. Patrick Mahomes is more of a running quarterback. He does pass sometimes, but I feel like he's more of a running quarterback. And people say Patrick Mahomes is the remix of Tom Brady. I don't disagree with that, but I don't entirely agree with that. I don't know how Cameron feels about that, but I don't totally agree with it, but I kind of do. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Cameron, and I'm going to see how you feel about that.
So, Patrick Mahomes was real good. He's been to good universities. The age gap between both of them
is a really far age gap. Like, let's be honest, 18 years.
Far age.
18 years.
Tom Brady's about 20 years older than him. In January 24th, versus the Bills.
That was one of the best games.
Was it amazing? What?
That was one of the best games I think I've seen. It was a good game.
I don't know. Well, versus the Bills. They got 3 touchdowns, 127.6 rating, got 0 interceptions, 76.3% of CMP. Height is 6'3", and that's just amazing. That's good. Well,
Tom Brady's 6'4". So.
What? But they're really good quarterbacks. Like, this is probably one of the best Super Bowls I've seen. One of the best. Because
And we're talking about this before the Super Bowl even happens. The reason we know this is going to be one of the best in the league is because there's two people facing off each other. Both of them are considered the GOAT to different people. And it's a Kobe Michael Jordan situation here, is what it basically is.
Like, the Kansas City Chiefs selected Mahomes in the first round, 10th overall, in the 2017 NFL Draft, which makes that a good play style. The Buffalo Bills traded the 10th overall pick to the Chiefs for the first round pick.
Yeah, so think about that. He could have been a Buffalo Bill.
Third round pick and the Chiefs' first round pick in the 2018 NFL Draft. He's good. Really good. But I'll bring it back to you.
Alright, so bringing back to the whole 2017 draft, Buffalo Bills trading the Chiefs for a pick. Just think about the history of the Chiefs, how that would have changed if the Buffalo Bills still had that. The Chiefs, one, would have never got Patrick Mahomes because if the Bills didn't get him, another team would have in the first round. So, the fact that they traded for him is just amazing to me. Like, they traded a pick for him, they got him, secured him, and now we're in this situation. We are in a situation where this league has never seen any two good players playing, like, insanely well. And I'm going to pass it over to Cameron because he has something to say about this.
Okay, so now Patrick Mahomes was drafted in 2017. That's okay. Well, Tom Brady was drafted to 2000 in the two. Tom Brady was drafted in early
2000 draft. He was drafted in 2000, I think. 1999 draft.
In 2000 for the New England Patriots. But in 1995, he played for I think it was college. 1995 for the Michigan Wolverine football. That was good. But for March 20, 2020 is when it all changed, when he got to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That changed everything. Like,
that changed most of his career.
It changed his image as a player, showing that he could change teams whenever he wanted to. And it kind of just showed his whole, thing where if I don't see potential in this team, I'm going to say goodbye. So,
I guess stats right now are insane. His whole career has 79,204 yards, 581 touchdowns, 191 interceptions, 97.3 overall. That is crazy.
And if we compare this,
and when Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, when they versus each other, they both got mad respect to each other, and they're both really good players, one of the best. This is gonna be a crazy Super Bowl. They're both really good. They're both team ups, and I'm pretty sure I know when. I think I know his Patrick Mahomes stat. Patrick Mahomes stats since 2017 is 14,152 yards, 114 touchdowns, 24 interceptions, 108.7 rating. That's really good for a draft in 2017. But it's also a large change for somebody that's been in, for Tom Brady, that's been in
Super Bowl
NFL for about 21 years.
20 years this year, I think. I don't know.
It'll be 21 because it's 2021.
Yeah.
And he was drafted in 2000, so that is crazy.
But
for someone that got drafted in 2017, for that stats is really good. And honestly, that's really good. Their play style is really good. And let's bring it on to Rylan.
Alright, so something I've got to say. The reason I think Tom Brady can do this, if this is a close Super Bowl game or it's a complete blowout for the first 2 quarters by the Chiefs, I doubt that will happen. Tom Brady knows how to handle these situations. We saw that when he did the greatest Super Bowl comeback in the freaking history of the sport, winning the title when they were looking like they were a definite loss. Tom Brady said, no, this game isn't over. Turn that crap around. And next thing you knew, Tom Brady is the Super Bowl champion once again. It came to a surprise to most people once they saw how the game was going. And then Tom Brady turned that stuff around. We know he's capable of bringing back games that look like it's already over. We know Patrick Mahomes is able to do this. He has not proven it yet, but he has seen many situations where he's under pressure. We know that he can work under pressure, and we know that he works hard, just like Tom Brady. I have respect for both of them, and I don't know how Cameron thinks about this, but I'll go ahead and pass it over to him.
Alright, so Rowan, look in the I think Patrick Mahomes has a great advantage to win this. In the Super Bowl 2020 of Super Bowl 54, before Super Bowl 55 where they're going to. Super Bowl 54, when the Chiefs were losing, and Patrick Mahomes was cheering up his whole team, and he was cheering up his whole team, getting them hyped, and they won by 11 points, I think. That changed for Patrick Mahomes' life. And when he got that $500 million, $503 million and something, he bought that. And
he signed that contract knowing exactly what he did. He signed that contract knowing, okay, I have a better contract than Tom Brady has ever had.
Well, I don't think it was a mostly contract. I think he got paid that much. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, some linemen, some tight ends.
All I know is he's the highest paid quarterback.
Hold on. And some defensive people get paid so much money. And it's crazy. And I'm going to talk about Tom Brady real quick. Tom Brady has a great advantage too. He's about to make history.
He's a veteran. He knows a lot of things about the game.
I don't know if he's a veteran or not, but
not in the U.S., but he's a veteran in the NFL.
But Tom Brady's getting to where he's getting a little too old for NFL. He's going to be retiring. A lot of people want the Buccaneers to win, so Tom Brady will retire because they're mad because he's about to make history. He's one of the greatest. 6 Super Bowl rings. He's about to have 7 if he wins, but he probably won't. But they both have great chances. to win. They're both really good. They both got great stats. But I'm gonna bring it on to Rylan real quick. But hold on, I have one thing last to say. I hope everybody has a great day on the Super Bowl. I personally won't be able to watch it, but I'll probably watch the highlights. And we'll probably make a video after that talking about it. And then there's a debate.
Yes.
Well, another after debate. And talking about how the game went.
So basically, I think after the Super Bowl happens, probably the day after, we'll start talking about this. Probably record it on Sunday after the Super Bowl. Probably post it on Monday. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. All I know is we are running out of time here. We have 2 minutes left to do this debate. So I just want to know some of Cameron's thoughts on if Tom Brady does have the skill level still, the speed, the basically just the stamina to run the Super Bowl out still, because he's getting really old, man. He's 43. He's still showing that he can play well. And, I think it's absolutely crazy that he can do that at his age. Because the way his age is settled out right now, it looks like he has 2 years, maybe. 2 years left. And he said it's a possibility that he will retire after the Super Bowl if he beats the said-so next GOAT or future GOAT. Once he says, my job's done here, and he retires, that is going to open up so many possibilities for Patrick Mahomes to say, wait, come back here. I can still show myself as the GOAT. And I can still show you, Tom Brady, that I will surpass you in every way that you have ever done in your career. And if he accomplishes that, people will start to realize Tom Brady was an amazing player. And people will realize Tom Brady set records. People will realize Tom Brady is right up next to Michael Jordan in sports. People will realize that. And I'm just going to let Cameron close out this last part for us. We have about...
Alright, so I'm going to talk a little faster here because we're about to run out of time. So I don't think Tom Brady don't have much stamina as Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady, I know he won't have the ball for that long, but a Super Bowl is 1 hour for there's 15 minutes for each quarter, and that's an hour. I think he's gonna get a little tired. Patrick Mahomes has a great chance. He's young. Has great stamina. How much time do we have left?
We have... Actually, this is where we're gonna end it here. I guess we will see you after Super Bowl. Yeah, after the Super Bowl. Thanks for you guys' time. If you watched all the way through the video, thanks. We'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Put in the comments who is going to win Super Bowl 55 or what you think. Can't wait to see your answers.